Hi there, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this amazing forever stove and heater, and stick around because later on in the video I'm going to show you two other amazing things that you can use this for. So let's go ahead and let me show you how easy it is to make it. So to build it, we're going to start out with this large can. This is a tomato juice can that I got. It's a little bit bigger than your normal can. So what I did is I cut the top off and I took the label off. And now for the forever wick. That's right, I said it's a forever stove. What makes it forever? Well, the tin cans will not wear out, and neither will the wicks, which are made out of steel wool, which I got from the dollar store, by the way. So now we're into it for $1. Actually, I think it's $1.25. So all you need to do is take these and stretch them out so they fit inside the can. Now one will probably do it, but I'm going to put two just for shucks and giggles. I stretch them out so when I put them in, they'll fill up the entire width of the can. Okay, so I'm going to put it in here, and let me just show you what I did. Okay, and actually that might even do it. That's too tall. We're just going to do it with one. If I wanted the fire to be really big, I'd use two. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my alcohol in there, and steel wool is going to wick up the alcohol and hold it still. Why? Because I don't want it sloshing all over. It's going to make it a lot safer. So we have this part, and what I'm going to do is take some of the alcohol. Now normally I would use denatured alcohol, which is like 99% alcohol, and it burns really clean. But just to show you how we can do this cheap, you could use the 91% or the 70% that you can get. That's right, at the dollar store. So we're into this for $2, well, $1.25, $2.50 so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this in here, but not a lot. I'm kind of going all over the steel wool. You don't want it sloshing above the steel wool, just enough to be underneath there. Let's see. Okay, and as the steel wool heats up, as the steel wool heats up, it's going to wick the fuel up higher. So I'm going to put that there for now. So this would make a great stove. But we want to go further than just the stove. We're going to put that one there. If it was a stove, I'd put this on top of it. And you can cook on top by either taking a cup and boiling your water, because this will make a nice flame, or, you see what I mean? And this rack has these little indentations on the bottom. Actually, it's a cooling rack for baking, but I put it upside down because those little nubbies hold the frying pan off of the can. That way it has the ventilation. But let's go a little further. We'll put these aside for now and show you what this baby can do. So now what I want to do is I'm going to turn this into a heater by making it an infrared heater. This can also be what I call a mini personal patio stove with one of the options. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this thing right here. This is a dish strainer that I got at Walmart for $5. So what are we into this now? $5, $6, $7.50. Ooh! And what I did was I took some of these skewers that I got for $1. Okay, I believe they were in the section where the barbecues are. And I cut off the ends of them just so they were long enough to go through the bottom hole and come out the other end. Why? I could take that now and put it right on top like this here, and it holds it up. So let's go ahead and show you all the different features. See how quick that was? Can, steel wool, alcohol, strainer, and little skewers. So let's go ahead and light this up and see how everything works out. Well, look at those flames coming up already. Woohoo! Let there be light. Just to show you, look at that. See how that's working? And now we're going to cover this with this. It could be hot. There we go. This is how it's going to be infrared. Now the more fuel, if I put more fuel in another wick, that would be really hot and you see flames coming right out the top. So if you wanted right now, you can actually use this as a heater. You can even heat things up or boil water right on the top here. I like to do it a little bit lower because it's more center of gravity, okay? But now what we could do, if you want to make this a personalized patio heater, take a big cover and put it on top. So now when the heat comes up, it's going to go down and it's going to radiate outwards rather than shooting right up. Actually, it's pretty darn hot right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and just see what it's doing. Already it's at 210 degrees, and I just turned the thing on, okay? I don't know if you can see that or not. So let's take this off right now, because that's not really what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is take a smaller can like this, because the flames, like I said, are going to come right out the top. Put that on top here, and you can use it as a circulation device. Just, can you see me? This will actually circulate the heat around the room. And it takes a little while because the heat has to get all the way up there. It only has to be 140 degrees to get going. But the way it works is with heat on the bottom, coolness on the top. So sometimes you need to take it off for a minute, let it get cool, and then when you put it back on, because it's already hot in the bottom, it just needs to register the coolness. Now, speaking of coolness, isn't that cool? I love this thing. So you got your stove on the bottom, you got your infrared burner in the middle, and you have your circulation on the top, and you have this part if you want to use it as an individual or personal patio heater. So how do you turn this thing off, you say? All right, let me show you. I'm glad you asked. All you have to do, let's go ahead and take the fan off. Matter of fact, I'm going to put my gloves on for this because the thing is getting pretty hot. Now, those 3 skewers that I put there, I cut them to fit. Those are to hold it on top of the stove part, but they have a dual purpose. Let's take this off right now. Put that right here. All you need to do is pull the 3 of those out, and you're going to have to hold on to this with something. Oh, what's it going to be? Let's see. I'll hold it on the side here. So you pull out 1, pull out 2, pull out 3, and just let it go all the way down. Put the lid back on, and it goes out. You just suffocated the fire because there's no holes on the side up here towards the top of it, and this suffocates the top of it. So as you can see, I'll take this off. By doing that, yeah, there's still quite a bit of alcohol in there. That's all there is to it. So now you see how easy it is to build a forever stove, a forever infrared heater, an individual patio heater, and a fan to circulate it as well. And by the way, everything you see here, if you can't find it, we have links to help you out in the video below. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you see some use for it. Please share it with your friends, because if a power outage happens, it'll be great to be able to have something that works this well. And with alcohol, since it burns so hot and so quick, it's a great thing to not only boil water, but to cook and even to fry. If you found anything in this video useful, I would really appreciate it that you would show your support by subscribing to my channel. It would really help me to grow, and I thank you in advance for it. So with that, if you have any questions or comments, I love to read them, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye now. I love this thing.